Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to get another free item for free. So first, I don't know what this gives, but we have to dance on a dance floor 600 times. So we go over here. I guess we just stay here until we hit 600. So then I guess I'm just going to go on mute real quick and then come back when I hit 600.
Will go down in history as the worst card buffs of all time. Number 6. Season 8. Now, I'm a strong believer that every season is great, but I can't lie, not all have been extremely worth it. There were tons of Reddit posts and YouTube videos reacting to Season 8 in particular though, saying that it was lazy and a copy of Season 3. In my opinion, I don't consider that season to have been lazy or trash. I feel like they just needed more time to work on bigger and better content, and that's acceptable. But I do agree that it somewhat felt like a repeat of Season 3. I don't even think I bought the pass that month. I don't want to hate on Supercell, but you can ask anybody and they'll probably say that Season 8 was their least favorite one, or at least they can agree that it was the most generic one. Not gonna lie though, the memes were pretty funny, so, it made up for it. Number 7. The Ice Golem Rocket Glitch. Now this glitch goes all the way back to the Ice Golem's launch. It was October 2016, and man, it kind of feels like this was sooner, but no, it was actually all the way in 2016. The Ice Golem was a new card. Everything was going well until it wasn't. There was a game-breaking glitch, and when I say game-breaking, I actually mean that, because a lot of people say game-breaking and they're just trying to emphasize something, but no. This is literally game-breaking. If a player dropped an Expo, let's say, and then an Ice Golem next to it, if the enemy were to rocket that Expo, the outcome would be that the Ice Golem would be taken out, but the Expo was left completely untouched. The Expo was pretty much invisible. It may not seem like a huge deal, but to think that the Expo was sort of meta at the time, and we didn't have all the cards we have today, this happened quite a lot, and it made the ladder kind of unreliable. And also, we only had ladders, so there was no 2v2, there was no clan wars, there was none of that, no party button. All we had was ladder and, well, challenges, but can you really count that in? So when was the glitch fixed? Was it quick? Well, kind of, but no. For the gravity of the situation, it wasn't resolved quick. It took about a month, and over time, yes, people learned to not bring rockets anymore because it was kind of useless. Everyone was bringing their mini P.E.K.K.A. and Expo, because I do believe that it worked with other troops as well, not just the Expo, so everyone was bringing anything with an Ice Golem. This was of course used by many to have an advantage, and it just wasn't a great time to be playing in October of 2016. So yeah, we'll never forget this, and the fact that it took quite a while to fix kind of made it worse. Number 8. Crown farming. You could once farm crowns with a private tournament. I don't blame Supercell for wanting to remove this and never talking about it again because, it was basically an exploit. A shortcut if you want to call it that. It was used to gain crowns with no effort. Basically, this was back when the clan chest was still in the game. Since crowns from battles counted towards your clan chest, there was a need for tons of crowns. Players quickly found out that you could get crowns from private tournaments. And everyone quickly started to make videos, people were using it, and it just kind of broke the system. Just create a tournament with your friends and farm those crowns. It's that easy. On the other hand though, people complained that it should have been kept in the game because private tournaments at the time cost quite a bit of gems, so you were technically paying for crowns. Was it truly worth it though? I don't know. What I do know is that it's been long forgotten and it will probably never come back. And I'm fine with that. So guys, I think that should be it for this video. It's a bit longer than I thought it'd be, but I wanted to make sure I touched the most important details of every event. After all, this is a brief historical look into the past. And without the context, it's kind of hard to explain. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed though. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a gaming out. Peace. Ah yes, Clash of Clans. The unhackable game. The game that you cannot hack no matter how hard you try. Or can you? Yo, what's going on guys? Havoc here now, back. Today we're going to be talking about some of the few times Clash of Clans has been successfully hacked. And yeah, Clash of Clans is an incredibly hard game to hack, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. So we're going to be reviewing some incidents in Clash of Clans that should have never happened. So let's get right into it.
Let's do this.
Thousands of giants. As we said, Clash of Clans is pretty much unhackable for the most part. I mean, sure, there's been third-party tools that have been floating around for a few years, but those tools don't modify the game's code. They're simply tools. But they can also get you banned, so don't try them. There are also private servers which rips the game from its live server and puts it into its own. In order to get access into the game and the live server, you'd have to hack into that server, and that is the reason why hacking Clash of Clans is like an impossible task. But shit happens. In August of 2015, a user named Obid Khan, I believe, managed to hack into the main server of Clash of Clans and do things you normally can't do. I covered this story when this happened 6 years ago, but pretty much people started to report that they were being attacked by a guy using thousands of one troops, specifically thousands of giants. He literally went around 3-starring some people, having the best time of his life and not giving a single damn. It was crazy at the time seeing someone actually hack the game, and it's still mind-blowing to this day. But also, it's kind of funny, not gonna lie. Eventually, Supercell banned the player and had a maintenance break, I believe, and we never heard from it again. In fact, when I tried to find this original post that I showcased in that old video, it was nowhere to be found. The only reason I even remembered about this event is because I so happened to be scrolling through my old videos. Yes, I do that every once in a while, just for nostalgic purposes. And yeah, I came across this one. So yeah, this was crazy. No one knows how he did it, and we'll probably never know. Strange base. In November of 2015, an interesting base was discovered, and it was pretty obvious this was no ordinary base. In a clan called the Revenge Clan, a player by the name Arl seemed to have a few things wrong with his base. First off, and probably the most obvious, he had some obstacles that he shouldn't have had. Yes, obstacles that only appear in goblin maps. How did he get those? Perhaps you may be convinced that these used to spawn in the old days, and this guy so happened to be one of those first players. No, the pole with the horns and the pointy stone only ever appeared in goblin maps. When clicking on the pole, you could even see the code name that clearly mentioned Goblin Pole. But other than these obstacles, there is a lot more going on with this base. He had no clan castle. You know, that's funny because he's a leader of the clan that he's in right now. How is that possible? He didn't have a clan castle, so this shouldn't be happening. Now, he may have sold the clan castle when it was possible. Yes, I know that was possible at one point, but when you sold your clan castle, you would automatically be kicked from your clan. He definitely wouldn't still be a leader years later. The base also had no camps, no builders, more defenses and walls than he could even build, and defense levels that were way too high in level for his town hall. Now, a few days later, after this was brought to Supercell's attention, they did end up fixing the base, which confirms this wasn't a normal base at all. After the fix, the goblin map obstacles were gone, all of his buildings were back, and his levels, they were all back to normal, you know, just an ordinary base. It isn't very clear what happened here, but there was a post that mentioned the base was raided by goblins, and it turned into their own village, and Supercell had to go fix it. But that story just seems ridiculous. Like, come on. It seems like someone took it out of a book and just like, yeah, the goblins raided this village and they made it their own. Come on, it's a game. You would have to code that in for that to be possible. What probably and most likely happened is this guy found a way to import some of the obstacles from the goblin bases into his own base, and managed to remove some of the most important buildings and also add stuff that he couldn't to his own base. A lot of people may pass it off as just a good old glitch, but come on, things like this just don't happen out of nowhere. Server error. I actually mentioned this in a previous video, but I wanted to discuss it again because the video I mentioned it was a top glitch video of all time, and this one was no glitch. Before we discuss it in detail though, I wanted to let you guys know that this bug has existed forever, and people still do receive this server error from time to time, but this occasion was very different. So if you see a server error of some kind while attacking, clean and server are out of sync, blah blah, it's probably your Wi-Fi, a sudden bug, or a genuine problem with the server. Reloading the game should fix the
Alright guys, I came back to see that I got the stuff. So I got the Irresistible Backpack 3.0 and 1.0. So basically that's how you just get those items. So just make sure to like and subscribe and have a great day.